Okay, so today's topic of ours is what is the potential energy of a dipole which is placed in a uniform magnetic field. As we all know, the torque which is acting on a dipole which is kept in a magnetic field, a magnetic dipole kept in a magnetic field, is given by the value tau is equal to mb sin theta. This derivation has been removed from your syllabus for this year's part, but you need to have the formula memorized to derive the formula for potential energy of a dipole which is kept in a magnetic field. Now, what is the origin of the potential energy of this dipole? Means मेरा dipole अगर एक magnetic field में रखा हुआ है, तो इसके अंदर potential energy कितनी होगी? इसके लिए हमारे पास क्या concept है? The dipole which is kept in the magnetic field will experience a torque in this direction. For suppose this is my north pole and this is my south pole. So the torque experienced by this dipole will try to rotate in what? Clockwise direction. Now if I have to arrange or hold the dipole in a magnetic field at a particular angle theta with respect to direction of magnetic field, I will have to do work against the magnetic field. That work done against the magnetic field, against the torque tau applicable on the dipole, is stored in the dipole in the form of we can say potential energy of the magnetic dipole. Okay, now what is the value of potential energy? We'll see. So our derivation starts from the part we know something, we derive. We know tau on dipole. Tau on dipole is given by tau is equal to mb sin of theta. Okay. Now suppose I have to rotate this dipole in the magnetic field by a small angle d theta. If I have to rotate this dipole by a small angle d theta, I have to apply some force over here. The force is in the form of torque. Okay, so small amount of W in rotating the dipole, by small angle d theta, dw is equals to हो जाएगा tau d theta. W is equal to force into displacement, work done is equal to torque into angular displacement. Okay, now putting the value of tau over here, dw is equals to tau is given by mb sin of theta d of theta. Now m is what? Over here magnetic moment of the dipole, b is the magnetic field external, both are constant. Sin theta over here is the variable. Okay, now if I have to calculate the complete total work done to rotate the dipole by angle theta. Now in my concept I need to rub it out. What we'll do, we'll just integrate it with respect to theta. This formula, integral dw is equals to integral mb sin of theta d theta. Integral dw tends to be w, mb is over here constant, sin theta differentiation, cos of not integral minus cos theta. Initially suppose it was at an angle theta 1 to theta 2. Okay, initially we'll put it from theta 1 to theta 2. I don't know at what angle it was placed earlier, and it is now placed at theta 2. Okay, so it will be from minus theta 1 से theta 2. W is equal to mb minus cos of theta 2 minus plus cos of theta 1. When you arrange this, W is equal to mb cos 1 minus cos theta of 2. This can be taken as your first formula. Why first formula? I'll there is one position which is described as a standard position. Standard position means the angle at which this dipole kept in the magnetic field experiences maximum torque. If it is placed likewise in the direction, if this M, if the magnetic moment is in the direction of the magnetic field, the dipole won't experience any torque, rather it will experience some displacement which will go on likewise. Okay, will shift the dipole. When it is kept at an angle to the magnetic field, it will experience some torque. The torque experienced will be maximum. From the formula you can understand, when M and B is constant, theta is equals to 90 degree. Theta 90 पर sin 90 की वैल्यू 1 होगी, मैक्सिमम उतना ही आएगा. तो मैक्सिमम टॉर्क इज एक्सपीरियंस्ड बाय द डाइपोल व्हेन इट इज केप्ट perpendicular, that is at right angles to the magnetic field. Okay, that is vector M being likewise and magnetic field being likewise. Okay, so that position of the dipole which in which it is experiencing maximum torque is called to be its standard position. So in that condition we will take theta 1 equals to 90 sorry, theta 1 is equal to 0. No, theta 1 is equals to what angle to which we want to place the dipole in the magnetic field, means our final angle at which we want to place it, and theta 2 to be 90 degrees. Theta 2 to be 90 degrees. That is the standard position. When we put theta 1 is equal to theta, our formula becomes W is equal to MB cos of theta minus cos of 90 and cos 90 becomes how much? 0. Our formula becomes MB cos of theta. W is equals to MB cos of theta, and this जब हमने वैल्यू पुट की तो हमारा ये कितना आया था, माइनस कॉस थीटा आया था. ठीक है, और मेरे को ये माइनस को बाहर निकालना था. यहाँ से सब लोग ध्यान दो, यहाँ पर से दिस माइनस won't be with this one. ठीक है, it will be taken out of the formula. W is equal to minus MB. ओके, तब क्या हो जाएगा, अब डायरेक्ट कितना आएगा, cos थीटा 2 थीटा आएगा जब हम लिमिट पुट करेंगे, cos थीटा 2 माइनस cos थीटा 1. तो ये ऐसे ही रहेगा, cos थीटा 2 माइनस cos थीटा 1, और ये फॉर्मूला मेरा साथ में चल रहा है उसके, माइनस MB cos थीटा 2. ओके, और उसके बाद चेक करते जाओ. अब क्या होगा, थीटा को मैं थीटा डालूंगा, नहीं थीटा 1 को अब मैं डालूंगा 90. एक मिनट, थीटा 2 माइनस थीटा 1, फिर उसके बाद फॉर्मूला तो यही आएगा, MB cos थीटा माइनस के साथ आएगा. थीटा 2 90 हो जाएगा. हाँ ठीक है, फिर हाँ अब ठीक है, अब ठीक है, यही ऐसी रहेगा. थीटा 1 थीटा हो जाएगा, थीटा 2 90 हो जाएगा. अब यहाँ पर हम क्या डालेंगे, 90 डालेंगे, और ये कितना हो जाएगा, cos थीटा हो जाएगा. ठीक है, और यहाँ पर मेरे साथ क्या चल रहा था, माइनस चल रहा था. ठीक है, अब क्या हो जाएगा देख लो, ये माइनस क्या हो जाएगा, फिर थीटा 1 को 90 डालना है और थीटा 2 को थीटा डालना है, तब माइनस में आएगा. ठीक है, देखो थीटा 1 को डालना है 90 और थीटा 2 को डालना है थीटा. ओके, थीटा 1 मैंने बोला ना, ओरिजिनल पोजीशन मेरे को क्या रखना है, पहला ओरिएंटेशन क्या रखना है, 90 डिग्री रखना है. उसके बाद मेरे को जिस एंगल पर ले जाना है वो थीटा रहेगा. तो फाइनल वाला मतलब थीटा 2 वो थीटा, और इनिशियल कंडीशन मतलब क्या, 90. ठीक है, तो ये ऐसा ओरिएंटेशन चेंज होगा. अब क्या आएगा, थीटा 2 की जगह मैं क्या डालूंगा भाई, थीटा 2 की जगह डालूंगा थीटा, और थीटा 1 की जगह डालूंगा 90. ठीक है, अब ये देखो, ये तो 0 हो जाएगा, बचेगा कितना, माइनस MB cos ऑफ थीटा, और पोटेंशियल एनर्जी को मैं डिनोट करता हूं किससे, U से. U इज इक्वल टू आ जाएगा माइनस MB cos ऑफ थीटा. ओके, माइनस MB cos ऑफ थीटा. ओके, okay, so next topic which we'll be taking is, when does a current loop behaves as a magnetic dipole. A current loop in the sense, suppose a current is flowing in a circular loop likewise. Okay, having the center at some point O and this is axis. Okay, so a current I, if it is flowing in a circular loop of area A, then it will have a magnetic dipole of vector M given by the formula M is equals to IA, where M is the magnetic dipole moment of the produced by the loop, I is the current which is circulating in this loop, and A is the area of this circular loop. Okay, now how does this happen? We'll have to see. Okay, to start with the derivation, we know from the derivation of the previous part, when a circular loop is threading, a current is threading through a circular loop, and we have to calculate the magnetic field somewhere on its axis. See, this was the diagram. Current was threading through it in this direction. This was the axis of the loop, and we had to find the magnetic field at some point P, which is on the axis of this loop. Okay, you can see, visualize it over here. So that was given by the formula vector B is equal to mu naught upon mu naught I A square by 2 R cube, where mu naught was magnetic permeability, I was the current threading through the loop, A was the area of this loop, small a, and R was the distance. So suppose, no, A was the radius of this loop. Okay, radius of this loop. This distance was also a consideration, for example. Okay, so no, this R was the distance of the point from the center of the loop. Okay, this R, small r, is the distance of the point from the center of the loop, and this A was the area. Okay, now substituting these values as per the conditions which you are having in the diagram, B is equals to, let us separate mu naught upon 4 pi from this formula. So we'll have to multiply 2 over here. I, this small a becomes capital A, the whole square, because our area we have taken it as A, and this R becomes R cube only, leaves at R cube. Okay, 2I by A. No, we've taken the complete area to be A, so that becomes A. The complete area to be A. इसका पूरा area हमने कितना लिया है? A ही लिया, तो हम A ही substitute करेंगे वहां पर. Okay, now also electric field at any axial position, है ना, axial position वाला, axial position was given by of a dipole, electric field at any axial position of dipole. हमको क्या करना है? कंपेयर करना है, तभी हम लोग उसको एलिमिनेट करेंगे. इसको और उसको, मतलब ई वाले फॉर्मूला को कंपेयर करके विल टेक आउट द मैग्नेटिक मोमेंट इन टर्म्स ऑफ आई एंड ए. तो डाइपोल was given by E is equal to, क्या था फॉर्मूला? 1/4 pi epsilon naught 2p by r cube, यही था, 2p by r cube था ये. P was what? Electrical dipole moment. Okay, now from this equation 1 and 2, what is left over? See, now what we have to do, we have to compare equation 1 and 2. Just look at the part which I am highlighting over here. This magnetic field B, if you consider this to be a single part of this equation, okay, and in this electrical field E, if you consider this to be a single part, see what difference do you see only over here? This magnetic field depends upon its magnetic permeability constant mu naught upon 4 pi, and this electrical field on its own constant 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. That was the conditional constants, physical constants. Now depending upon the distance r from its center, both are dependent by 1 upon r cube. Means we can say B and E both are inversely proportional to cube of the distance from its center. देख लो, दोनों 1 upon r cube से directly proportional है, cube of the distance from its center. So we can now equate what? Vector P is equals to I into A. Vector P is equals to I into A. Now this vector P over here was what? Electrical dipole moment. Over here we want to find out what? Magnetic dipole moment. That magnetic dipole moment vector M is equal to can also be considered as if what we are saying these two are comprising means this was the dependent quantity for suppose, ठीक है, this was a variable. तो यहाँ पर देखो ये r क्यूब से डायरेक्टली इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल है, ठीक है. तो जब हमने इन दोनों को इक्वेट किया तो हमने इलेक्ट्रिकल क्वांटिटी तो यहाँ पर ली नहीं है, हमारा कंसिडरेशन किसके हिसाब से? मैग्नेटिक मोमेंट के हिसाब से. तो जब ये वेक्टर P इक्वल टू IA आया तो मैं जब सभी चीजें सेम है, ठीक है, तो हम क्या बोल सकते हैं? P which is electrical dipole moment will also be equal to the magnetic dipole moment vector M, and M is equal to IA, and it's a very important formula for considering there are certain derivations also which are going to come in our next units, where you will consider that an electron is revolving in a particular orbit and it will have a magnetic dipole moment that we have to derive. That was known as Bohr's magneton. So over there we'll use this formula M is equals to IA. If you don't remember, M is the magnetic dipole moment, I is the current threading, and A is the area of the loop.